And welcome back to the IPF World Championships here live in Sun City, South Africa.
First one of the bar, 202.5 kilos, Bernard Douglas, US Virgin Islands. Spotters and loaders to the platform, please. Spotters and loaders to the platform, please.
I am your
1
host,
minute,
Ryan
1
Lapidat.
minute.
Today I have in the booth with me Rob Esselins. Rob, we have the 105 kilo and 120 kilo class, Group B men's. What are some of the lifts and battles we might be anticipating here?
Well, we definitely have a strong field of lifters here. This is the B group indeed, as you said, but these are some strong lifters as well. We have some big openers in both classes, so this is definitely promising to be a good class.
Now, you're from Belgium, and you told me we have a young man that we should be looking out for.
Exactly. We have Olivier Verval in the house from Belgium. He's our youngest prodigy. His first international appearance in the IPF World Championship, but also his first international competition. This guy is aiming for a 900 kilo total in his first international competition. That's promising to be big.
Yeah, that's the thing with these Group Bs. A lot of times you have some emerging stars you're going to want to keep your eyes on. He just might be one of them. But first we have Bernard Douglas, US Virgin Islands, opening with 202.5.
Big friendly guy. And we must not forget, this guy has been handling every single USVI lifter during this week. He's been busy all week long, and now he has to perform himself.
Yeah, that was definitely not the right rack height. That was way too low.
This looks better.
Bar is loaded. For Bernard, 202.5.
And we're not expecting any major fireworks here for the openers. Just everybody wants to get on the board, start the day.
Absolutely.
For a lot of these lifters in Group B, this is their first or, one of the first international competitions they'll be taking part in. So there's a lot of nerves involved in the first lift.
True. But Douglas made good work of that. 2-to-1, good lift. He's on the board. As you said, Ryan, the first squat is mostly the most nerve-wracking lift of the whole competition for most of them. So they tend to pick a safe selection.
Mustafa Hazem, 26 years old and already 17 years competing.
52.5 kilos, Hazim, Egypt.
And was it Mustafa that had a message he wanted us to?
That's true. We had to do shout out to his little brother.
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo, yeah. Shout out to Cuckoo. Greetings from his big brother on the platform here.
232.5 kilos for Big Brother.
Want to make his little brother proud.
Three white lights, good lift for
3 white lights, and it looks good.
That was good. 3 white lights, indeed. Looked like a solid opener.
Christopher from Australia, 245 kilos being loaded for his opener. He has previously hit 267.5 kilos.
So this should move easy. Australia was well represented this championship.
Nice smooth opener.
Yeah, solid.
Judges agree, 3 white lights.
That's what you really want to see. 3 white lights on your opener, boost your confidence, and then make a nice jump on your second attempt.
Bar is loaded, 247.5, Vikasland, Norway.
Up next, Joel Vikasland from Norway, 247.5 kilos being loaded. Vikasland has hit 270 coming into the competition. This is well below that.
Yeah.
But there are some other factors to consider, like travel.
It's an exotic destination here.
And how heavy were these people previously? And
Exactly.
are they cutting big weight while traveling?
Some chalk backstage, please. Some chalk.
That looked really easy though.
Nice up, down, straight bar path.
3 white lights. Yeah, he's made quite some appearances internationally as well, so he must have some experience by now.
And Tom Viviji from South Africa, 260 kilos for his opening squat.
A small message for Tom. Tom is generally one of the nicest guys I know in the IPF. I consider him as a brother, so good luck to you, Tom.
Oh, wow.
You got this, man.
Makes easy work at
Yeah, that
260
looked
kilos.
really good, Tom. 3 white lights. Congrats, man. Very easy opener.
Bar is loaded. Chaplin, Australia, 260 kilos.
Up next, we got Thomas Chaplin of Australia. 260 kilos will stay on the bar for Thomas. 8 years competing, and he has a squat personal best of 267.5 kilos. This is a little close to that.
It is a little close, unless he has some secrets for us, Ryan.
You know, sometimes when a lifter's early years, you get fast gains, so it's not uncommon to see someone open closer to their personal best, but he's almost a 10-year veteran.
Absolutely. Australia has always also been away for quite some time from the
That's
IPF.
true.
So maybe they worked hard in this time, so
Fair enough.
good luck to him.
Oh, it moved like an opener should.
Absolutely. He's gonna make a nice PR today, that's for sure.
265 on the bar now. Mehrdad Akbari, Iran. Bars loaded, 265 kilos, Akbari, Iran.
And Mehrdad Akbari from Iran, 265 kilos for his opening squat. Akbari has hit 280 kilos.
They should move well. Iran was also well represented this championship.
Yeah, they have a pretty full team.
Exactly.
What do you think, Rob?
It looks like a good lift. It is a good lift. I was thinking he's going down very slowly, like more like a tempo squat, but then such a beautiful way up, like well controlled, and it's looking very strong. He's definitely gonna go over the 280 today.
Yeah, you see a lot of different squat styles. Some people dive bomb it in. Some people like to, load up and
Yeah,
take a slow downward motion.
that's the beauty of this sport, the different approaches that you get to see here.
And Kurihara from Japan, 270 kilos for his opening squat. 11-year veteran of the game.
This guy knows what he's doing.
Good lift for Kuihara. 270 on the bar now for Eric.
That was a good lift.
3 white lights.
Yes.
And so far, everybody has made the proper attempt selection. My producer's looking at me thinking I'm jinxing somebody, but
Now we have to touch wood.
Eric Mata now lifting with Hungary, 260 kilos on the bar for his opener.
Eric is such a sympathetic guy, but also so strong. He's hit 300 before, so should move easy. He's going to take this squat all the way to Isengard and back up.
Wow, makes easy work at 270
Absolutely.
kilos.
Good lift for Eric. Well done. Yeah, that looked really easy, Ryan. Plenty more there.
And how low has Eric lifted before? He's shooting up the weight classes here.
He used to be 93, just like me. He was my competitor back in the days.
Was he ever an 83? I thought I remember also as an 83.
I
even
think he
before
did.
that.
Yeah, he did make some changes. But 105 definitely suits him.
Victor Samuelsson from Iceland, 272.5 kilos for his opening squat.
Another veteran, Victor, also an equipped lifter. That looked good. And it is good.
3 white lights.
One lifter out in this first round of the 105s. Opening with 282.5 from Brazil.
Bars loaded. 282.5 kilos. Almeida.
Rogério Almeida from Brazil, 282.5 kilos loaded for him.
Last lifter out in his first round, the 105s.
It's interesting. He's the last lifter out, meaning he's got the biggest opener, but he doesn't have the biggest PB squat.
No, that's true.
Some guys pace themselves differently.
Yeah, some people like to open really high, some take it a more safe bet. This was really good, 3 white lights. And Ryan, would you look at that? Eric is taking a 30 kilo jump straight to 300 kilos.
There's the perfect segue, right? It's hard to gauge based off of openers where someone's going to end up. But all of these gentlemen, having hit their openers, means nobody's at risk to bomb out in the squat event.
That is true.
And Bernard Douglas, 215 kilos for his second squat.
Indeed, all these lifters are safe when it comes to squats. They all made their first attempt. They all stay in the competition. Now Douglas, Virgin Islands, coached by Akeem the Dream Jones, lifting in the 83s this week.
Wondering about that depth. How about you,
Yeah,
Rob?
I thought the same, Ryan. 2-to-1, red lights for depth. It did look a bit high, but the strength is definitely there, so he should retake it on his third, and he'll definitely be able to sink it in a bit more and get back up with it.
Yeah, he looks strong for it, but will he seem as strong when he gets into depth?
That's true. It does make a big difference.
It can make a big difference. 245 kilos being loaded for Hassim from Egypt.
Had a good opener. Made a 12.5 kilo jump for his second attempt. Again to make his little brother proud, Cuckoo. Nice and deep.
3 white lights and it's good. Straight up and down bar path. Beautiful setup. Knees tracking over the feet.
Yep.
Elbows down.
Sunk it in nice and deep. There was no chance for the judges. They just had to agree with this guy.
Christopher Aslan of Australia. 255 kilo loaded on the bar for his second attempt.
Still 12.5 kilos below his personal best. Coached by BB Physio.
Oh, wow, that was work.
That was work.
I do think he had depth, and I do think he'll get it.
Yeah.
The judges agree.
Had to work for it, but hard work pays off.
Now, how many kilos would you say he should put on there, Rob?
You know, based on this lift, I would say 2.5. You know, depends on what you want to do for the next. Do you plan on doing a big bench or deadlift? Maybe save yourself. Maybe skip your third attempt if it's a grind like that. Otherwise, 2.5, maximum 5. But I don't think there's more than that.
I agree. And Fikaslen from Norway, 262.5 kilos for his second attempt. Io's work, but he's good for it. Forces his knees out to get through the sticking point.
Indeed. 3 white lights. Yeah, you're right. He did have to compensate with the knees there. But it's a good lift. That's what matters.
Thomas Chaplin of Australia. 270 kilo being loaded for him. This is a 2.5 kilo personal best.
And only in the second round. So still a third attempt to come. Gets the command.
It's going to be right on that line for depth, but the squat looked good in terms of strength.
Yeah, you're right, Ryan. 2-1, no lift. 2 calls for depth, but technically good lift. Just need to sink it in a bit deeper.
Yeah, it does not need to make any major adjustments.
He stays well upright, but needs to sink it in a bit more.
Akbari from Iran, 277.5 kilos being loaded for his second attempt. He's previously hit 280 kilos.
So he's probably wanting to go over that on his third attempt. First securing this 277.5 kilos. For Iran.
Very slow and controlled descent into the hole. And that's the problem. You give the judges so much time to scrutinize your depth.
That's true. But also, it's slowing, like going down so slow, must take a lot of energy out of you.
That's also true.
Yeah.
280 kilos loaded for a Viviji of South Africa.
Yeah, Tom is making a 20-kilo jump from his opener straight to 280 kilos. But he's a strong guy, so should not be a problem for him. Come on, Tom. Solid. And it's a good lift, 2-1. Got one red light for depth from the right referee. But that was a good lift from Tom. And just like you were saying, some sink it in real quick, just like Tom did. Some go real slow, but then you give the referees that time to reflect and double check.
Yeah.
So
Yep. It's all the different squat styles.
exactly.
And we have Victor Samuelsson from Iceland, 282.5 kilos on the bar for his second attempt. 10-kilo jump from his first. Still 7.5 kilo below his previous personal best.
For Iceland. Good lift for Victor.
3 white lights.
Yeah, very experienced lifter as well. Also been playing with the weight classes a bit, going up and down, back and forth. Equipped in classic, all you want. This guy has done it all.
Bar is loaded. 290 kilos. Kurihara, Japan.
Kurihara from Japan, 290 kilos for his second attempt. 20-kilo jump from his opener. This will match his previous personal best. And this is a sizable jump.
Yeah, absolutely. 20 kilo is decent. But these are heavier guys, of course, so then
Yep.
the jumps get a bit bigger.
It is all relative.
Exactly. Japan was also well represented this week.
Three white lights.
Good lift for Kurihara. 295 on the bar now.
Still looks like he has some room for more.
Yeah, I would say so. Depth looks on point there.
Yeah.
No major sticking points. Obviously, the bar slowed down, but
The little nod at the end confirming he knows it's good.
295 kilos. Almeida, Brazil.
Rogério Almeida from Brazil, 295 kilos for his second attempt. Almeida opting for a 12.5 kilo jump.
Yeah. Previous PB stands at 293, means that it should be a national record in
Yeah.
Brazil. So if that one hasn't been broken yet, then this should give him a new national record for Brazil.
Three white lights.
Yeah, he's really happy with that.
300.
Made it look easy as well.
Hungary.
And now Ryan, a 30-kilo jump.
Bar is
Eric
loaded.
Mata from Hungary,
100 kilos.
300 kilos even for his second attempt. 30 kilos up from his opener. And it is not often you see something like this.
No, that's a gutsy move.
Now, Eric is a 17-year veteran of the game and has previously hit 320 kilos. You got to think he's done this before. He's very confident.
Absolutely. Save opener, and now the real deal. Come on, Rick. Through the mines of Moria.
It's work, but I think he's got it.
Yeah. 3 white lights. Good lift for Eric. He probably saw his opener of 270 as his last warm-up, making a safe bet, and then boom, 30 kilo jump.
It all depends on how you train. Some people like big jumps in training. They
Yeah.
acclimatize themselves to that kind of jump and bring it forward onto the platform. Bernard Douglas from U.S. Virgin Islands is up next, retaking 215 kilos.
Yeah. Starting of the third squat round of the 105s. See what the
No.
judges say.
Yeah, what do they think
Yeah.
about? Yeah.
We both thought the same. Sadly.
We could see on the review, but I believe this is from the same angle as the judge that gave him
Yeah.
a white.
Strength is definitely there, but
Yeah.
I think this one was even a little higher than the previous one.
Mustafa from Egypt. 250 kilos for his third and final squat.
Previous PB stands at 300, but he did mention to us that that was a mistake. So this should give him a new personal best if he gets this.
Whoa, it's a scrap.
Yeah. But stay well under the bar, very solid, and 3 white lights. That's what we want to see.
250, 257.25 on the bar. Chris Aslan, Australia.
See, it's good depth. Keeps his knees tracked over his feet, chest up. And Chris Aslan of Australia, 257.5 kilos for his third and final, a relatively conservative 2.5 kilo jump.
Yeah, that's what we predicted. I think
Second
that's
one-
the right call.
Yeah, the second one was work nearing the end, getting to the ceiling of his strength.
Yeah. Wants to get every possible kilo on the platform. Come on.
Oh, wow, I think he might get it. And that was a titanic effort to add
Yeah,
2.5 kilo towards
sure.
his total.
He's really happy with that. Talk about a fight. That's what we want to see. Well done to Australia.
Bar is loaded, 270 kilos. Thomas Chaplin, Australia.
Now, Thomas Chaplin of Australia, retaking 270 kilos, missed it on his second.
Was also called on that. Strength was definitely there, so just have to sink a little bit deeper this time. Come on, Thomas. That was
looks good.
deeper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Thomas knows it.
He knows it.
He can feel the difference.
3 white lights. Well done, man.
272.5 on the bar now. Joel Vikasland, Norway. 4 attempts remain to change openers for the second flight. 4 attempts remain. Bars loaded. 272.5 kilos. Vikasland, Norway.
Vikasland from Norway, 272.5 kilos for his third and final squat of the day. 10 kilo jump from his second.
600 pounds.
2.5 kilo personal best. 600 pounds. 3 white lights.
Yeah, well done.
Merdan Akbari, Iran.
Akbari from Iran.
Bars loaded.
280 kilo, missed 277.5. Opting to go up 2.5 kilo regardless.
Yeah, must have felt like there's a bit more in the tank. The problem was depth here. Maybe the 2.5 kilo extra will push him a little bit deeper than he has to. If we think in equip terms.
Well, that's true.
Makes it look really easy and gets it this time. 2-1, 1 for depth still, but he has a valid squat. Well done.
2-1, and that's all he needs.
2 attempts. Bar is loaded. 285 kilos, VVG, South Africa.
Now, Tom Vivigi from South Africa, 285 kilos for his third and final squat.
First made a 20 kilo jump from his opener, now a safer bet of 5 kilos.
Yeah, and some lifters, they like to open low,
Yeah,
take a big jump to the second and a more modest jump on the third. Of course, the con there would be if all you get is your opener towards your total, well, now you're really far back from the opposition.
that is true. 285 kilos for Tom. Good luck. Come on, Tom. And it's a good lift.
2-1 good lift.
Nicely done.
Victor Samuelson, last chance to change openers. Samuelson.
Last time he competed, he was a 93 kilo lifter in Helsingborg, Sweden in 2019. Now a big guy in the 105s.
Bars loaded. 292.
I checked Eric Mata's resume, and he was an 83 at one point. Now he's with the big fellas himself. And Samuelsson from Iceland, 292.5 kilos on the bar for him. Depth looks good, but
Oh.
just a little too heavy
He
today.
fell over a little bit, lost his balance. Sadly, no lift for Victor. It did look a bit shaky at the beginning of the lift.
Yeah. He got a feel for the weight, and it
Yeah.
rattled him a little.
You gotta stay 100% focused under these weights.
Bars loaded.
Now
No
Almeida
openers. Bar is loaded.
from Brazil, 297.5 kilo for his third and final squat.
4 changes.
Almeida has hit 293. Or a little beyond that.
That could have been an opener as well. 3 white lights.
3 white lights.
Impressive.
297.5 kilos. He's pleased with that, ladies and gentlemen. Next, weight on the
2 lifters out in this first group.
12.5 kilos. Marta, Hungary.
And speaking of Eric Mata, here he is, 312.5 kilos. A more conservative jump from his first, 12.5 kilos. but we're still 7.5 kilos below his personal best.
300 kilo was some work as well, but this guy can work. Come on, Eric. 312 and a half. It's a big squat in a 105. All the way to Mordor this time. Come on, Eric.
Oh, that's work, but they'll be right on that line for depth.
Yep, you're right. 2-1 on depth. Sad, because that was a brave fight.
In terms of the weight selection, I think that was probably a good idea. It was right on the money. Any more, and he wasn't going to get it on strength.
That's true.
Just needed to sink it a little deeper.
But that's another lesson learned.
And 315 kilos loaded for Hironori Kurihara from Japan.
Last lifter out in the 105s. Then we jump straight to the 120s. $315 kilos on the bar.
Ooh. If I'm honest, I think you might have cut it a little high as well anyways.
Yeah, that's for sure. But it was sadly too heavy today. Quick shout out to these great spotters and loaders as well. You've been working hard all week.
Yeah, doing an excellent job. Some good catches.
First round of those 210 kilos. Jason Carvalho.
And we are moving right into the 120 kilo men's Group B division. So we'll go back to the openers where Carvalho will open up with 210 kilos.
At the conclusion of this group, there'll be a 10-minute break.
Was it that too high? 2-1, no lift. Two
Yeah,
red
we
lights
could
for depth.
Take a look at this replay here. You know, now if you're a little nervous before and you're cutting these high, you're going to be a lot more nervous when you start missing.
That's true.
Carvalho just a year in the game.
15 kilos, Gomez Parks, US
And
Virgin
Garmez Parks, USVI, has been coaching all week in some very intense battles now, taking to the platform. Let's see if he's saved some energy for himself. 215 kilos for his opener. He's previously hit 242.5 kilos. But I'm not sure if he was coaching all week when he hit that.
Good luck to this guy. Coached by Kimberly Walford, the one and only. And 3 white lights, that's a good lift for him. This guy is like a brother to me as well, the USVI. Well done, man.
Jens Peter Smallbro from Denmark, opening at 280 kilos.
I can tell you one thing, Ryan. Jens Peter Smallbro is definitely not small, bro.
I knew you were going to say that.
Hang on, we have a misload. Well spotted, Beck. Restart the clock, thank you.
And a little readjustment there, and if it's the spotters and loaders, they will reset the clock
Yep,
if they make an error.
there we go. 280 kilos.
gents. Wow, that was quick.
That was real quick.
3 white lights and a good lift.
That's like lost warm-up territory.
Ben Walton, Great Britain.
Yep, it very easily could be. Hits depth, no major effort needed. Ben Wharton from Great Britain, 290 kilos for his opening squat.
Great Britain.
Big guy from Great Britain.
Hits depth. Wow, that was easy.
Blink and it's over before you know. 3 white lights, good lift for Ben. Well, nice and deep, nice and fast as well.
Up next, we have Andreas Reis from Germany, 300 kilos even for him.
Also been coaching all week.
These gentlemen pulling double duty at the IPF World Championships.
Coached by Mike Eisner, who's also been lifting and coaching all week long.
23 years competing.
You can say that this guy knows what he's doing.
Andreas Reitz.
3 white lights, it's a good lift for him.
White lights.
Saw him nod a little bit, wasn't completely happy with his own performance, I think.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're not sure how things are going to feel until you get to the platform, and then
Exactly.
it can be a surprise whether it feels easy or a little harder than you would have anticipated.
Exactly.
Olivier, you're familiar with this gentleman. This is who you're talking
Absolutely.
about in the intro. 307.5 kilos.
Coached by Dirk Pessemir, who also coached me.
Vervalle.
Vervala, yeah. Olivier is the newest member of our Belgian team, young prodigy with a lot of potential. His first international competition as well. Come on, man.
Wow. Well, certainly
3 white lights.
made easy work of his opener.
That was his first international lift ever. Straight on the World Championship.
320 kilos, no less.
Absolutely. He told me he wants to hit 335 on his third. So 320 looks like a good bet.
Bars loaded. Manning.
Francois from South Africa, 320 kilos remains on the bar for him. Or is loaded on the bar for him.
$320 kilo opener. And that was very good.
3 white lights.
320 on
These are some strong openers in the B group already.
Yeah, the type of weight they're lifting and how easily they're moving it.
in round 1 for the 120s.
Kael Godoy, Kalen from Belize,
Kate Godoy, Belize, 320 kilos.
320 kilos for his opener. Don't see a lot of lifters coming out of Belize.
He looks very strong today. 320 kilo opener.
Oh, that looks high.
That looks high. You're right, Ryan. 2 to 1. No depth. This is a big guy, of course. He has very big thighs. It's hard to judge, but he'll need to sink that in a bit deeper.
Yeah, you can see on this replay here. Wow, Spotter's arm kind of covers it, but that looked fairly high. And there's a look at the squat standings after the openers. 2 lifters failing to get their opening squat. Still have 2 more attempts. You hate to see somebody bomb out.
Yeah, that's what we don't want to see.
And Carvalho, 210 kilos, failed it on his opener.
Yeah.
Has a second shot at it here.
Again, strength was no issue here. It was depth. So we'll need to sink it in a bit deeper. But as you said, Ryan, some lifters have their first international appearance. It's all a bit new. That looks better.
That looks better for sure.
It is.
3 white lights.
Stays in the race. Well done.
Now, Garmez Parks, U.S. Virgin Islands, open with 215, moving up 5 kilo from that to 220 kilos.
That looks like a safe bet.
He's hit 242.5, but he's been working hard all week.
Yeah.
Looks like he might be willing to sacrifice his own performance at the World Championships to fulfill his coaching duties.
He's a great guy. Come on, man. That looked better than his opener. 3 white lights. Hey, congrats, man. That looked better than his opener, Ryan. Some people just need to get the nerves out of the way from the first lift, and then they really open up.
Yeah, it's kind of also turns on the nervous system, wakes you up a little bit.
Yep.
Jen Smallbro, 300 kilos even, 20 kilo jump.
Can I make my joke again, Ryan?
That jump was not small, bro.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I thought I'd take it out of the wind out of your sails before you got there.
Yeah, man. Well done. This is a strong guy. The opener flew up. Nice and deep, nice and fast. Just
Nice
look
squat.
at that.
Yeah, he dealt with that pretty easily, considering the jump.
Yeah.
Didn't slow him down that much.
The Danish have some good squatters. I think about Nicky Lenz, who is a 400 kg squatter and equipped in the 93 class. So, must be in the genes there.
Andreas writes 307.5.
Also been coaching all week long. And now 307.5 kilos on the bar for him.
Oh, what happened there? Ah,
Sorry, that is no lift. No lift.
Yeah, so he didn't get the start command because his knees weren't fully erect. And the
gotcha.
stance of the command, the beginning
Yeah.
of the lift.
You need your knees locked to get the start command as well as the rack command after the squat has been completed. Only 2 commands in the squat event. You also need to be standing upright.
Exactly.
And Ben Wharton from Great Britain, 310 kilos. 20 kilo jump.
hyping himself up for a big lift, 20 kilo jump.
And it appears like Wrights has opted not to come out for his third squat. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Looks strong.
very strong and well deep as well. And now an important lift, Ryan.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kalen from Belize had failed 320. He has 2 more attempts left, but he needs to get a squat in if he wants to move forward in this event. He can continue to lift, but he will fail to register a total and collect any team points for Belize.
He will need to sink this one deeper, and you need to go way deeper actually.
Yeah, if I'm honest. I hope he knows proper squat depth and he'll be able to find it because he wasn't very
Indeed.
close the first time.
All the luck to you, man. Kalen, come on.
It's about parallel-ish,
Yeah,
but I don't think it's going to do it.
no. 3 reds. Earlier he had 1 white. Strength still there. Still looks like it's there, but he will need to work on that depth.
Yeah, it's not going to do it.
No, this is the World Championship. You're doing competition with world standards here. Strong referees, strict referees.
Olivier is coming out for 322.5 kilos,
It's a big jump,
but he handled 307.5 rather easily.
but this is a big guy, our Olivier from Belgium.
You're saying expecting around 335?
Yeah, that's his goal.
I'll see how he handles this. Give us an indication if that's a realistic goal on the day.
Yeah, but it should be. This is of course the world's different stage. But if anyone can do it, it's this guy. Come on, Olivier.
Oh, wow. No doubt on depth.
No, not at all. And strength is definitely there. He will jump to 335. I'll
I
tell
was
you
about
that.
to ask you,
I'll
yeah.
tell you that.
Last lift in round 2.
Well done, Olivier. That was really deep. That was ATG.
Leaving no doubt on the depth department, and 340 kilos being loaded for Francois of South Africa.
Bars loaded, 340 kilos, Maritz, South Africa.
Sizable 20-kilo jump, but these are the big boys.
Yep. $340 kilo. Second attempt.
Oh, no. Brakes came on.
Yeah. And what looked to be high as well.
That's a shame, no lift, no
So
lift.
it looks like the
340
three
for Maritz.
was the 20 kilos too big of a jump, or do you think he can make adjustments?
220 kilos, Jason.
He did cut that high, didn't
He
he?
did cut the height, and maybe that was a disadvantage for him. Maybe he should have used that momentum to get back up. But
Right.
this is not the moment to start experimenting, of course.
And there's a look at the squat standings after 2 rounds. Still 1 more round of squatting to go. And Olivier, a little shy, going at 330
Yeah.
for his third.
I
Why do you
think-
think that is?
I think 335 is definitely there, but I think maybe he just wants a 9-for-9 competition as well, play it on safe.
Yeah.
It looked really good, but of course, if it felt heavier than it should have for him, maybe he wants to play safe.
And 220 kilos loaded for Carvalho.
A 10-kilo jump. Strength is definitely there. And depth too for this one.
Light.
Yeah.
So he learned his lesson from his opener,
He learned his
adjusted,
lesson.
picked up a couple extra kilo along the way. Garmez Parks with the GOAT, Kimberly Walford, handling him.
US Virgin Islands.
230 kilos for his third and final squat.
First made a 5-kilo jump, but did a considerably better second attempt. 10 kilo extra now, got a bit more confidence. He got this. Come on, Garmaz.
Oh, it's a bit of a fight, but he gets through the sticking point.
Yeah. 2 to 1. Good lift. Congrats. I love how calm he stayed throughout the whole lift. Same facial expressions.
Yeah, he's got a poker face.
Yeah. He does not show his cards.
312.5 kilos for Jen Smallbro from Norway. 12.5 kilo jump from the second.
Well, his second was still very easy. Still looked like an opener, to be honest. So I think this is a good jump. I think this will still move fairly easy.
Oh, not sure about the depth. How about you, Rob?
Yeah, this time it was higher than normal, but yeah,
3
3
whites.
lights. But you're right, it was a bit higher, but nevertheless, good lift for him. 3 on 3 on squats. Made some nice jumps.
Bar is loaded, 320 kilos.
And
Walton.
Great Britain's Ben Wharton, 320 kilos for his third and final squat. 10 kilo jump. And still 2.5 kilo below his personal best.
Second attempt still looked really good. Firing himself up for a big third.
Depth looks good.
That was
Wow.
really deep. Wow.
Very strong third squat.
Yeah, for sure. Strong guy, Ben. Definitely has more in tank for future. And now Ryan.
Okay, now, this is a dire situation for Kaylin Kato Godoy of Belize. 320 kilos doesn't look heavy, but it doesn't seem like his body is used to squat depth. He
No.
keeps cutting high, and I just don't think he trains to depth. So now it's very difficult for the body motor patterns to find it on the fly while at the IPF World Championships.
Exactly. You need to prepare yourself for these strict standards of the IPF World Championship. Strength is there, that's for sure, but he will need to sink this one deeper if he wants to stay in the race. He does have the crowd behind him though. Let's go. Come on, Kalen. Up!
He paused it down there, but I don't know if he got deeper. You know, pausing it wasn't the issue. Oh,
he
they gave it
gets
to
it.
him.
He gets it. And he's relieved. He stays in the race. Everyone is in the race.
Let's see a replay here.
Yeah. It was for sure the best one out of 3. Still close though.
And here is from Belgium, Olivier, 330 kilos.
Two good squats so far. They both looked really strong. And now 330 kilos. This should move really well for Olivier, knowing him. But it is indeed his very first international championship. He wants to take every kilo possible. Good luck, Olivier.
deep, no question about that. And wow, yeah, nicely done. You know what?
Yeah.
On the day, I don't know. I think the 330 probably was a good idea. 5 more
Yeah.
kilo might have been a stitch too much.
Yeah, exactly. He knows himself very well.
And the coaching staff as well.
Yeah, exactly. He's also coached by Joey Flex, so they must have gone through the game plan quite a couple times.
Yeah, or it was the Belgian national team seeing him on the
Yeah.
day of saying, you know what,
Also,
the game plan changes when, you know, you see the speed of some of the squats
exactly.
on the platform. And Francois from South Africa, 340 kilos once more.
Bars loaded.
Failed it on the second.
Francois Malik, South Africa. Come
Whoa,
Gets it up
moved
this
well.
time. Was it deep enough? It
That's
was.
It was. 3
Yeah.
white lights.
40 kilos. 10-minute break now.
Nice comeback.
There it is. We'll take a quick peek at this squat here. Down, up with the bar path. Never gets pulled out of position. Hits depth. Chest stays up. And
How
that
you
is
should do it.
That is the biggest squat of session B with 340, Olivier with 333, and Ben Wharton with 320. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short 10-minute break. We will be right back with the bench press event. Welcome back to the IPF World Championships here live in Sun City, South Africa. I am Ryan Lapidat, and I'm accompanied by
Rob Eslens from Belgium.
Rob. Today we have the 105 kilogram and 120 kilogram men's Group B, and we had a little bit of excitement. Some of these lifters had missed their opening attempt, missed the second, came back, hit their third. Some of these fellas went 3 for 3. The action, it's a little bit of a mixed bag. What are you expecting moving into the bench press event?
Well, first of all, as you said, we saw some excitement in the squats already. Some people made really big jumps. These are big guys, of course, but they did it really well. I think they're really thrilled to put a nice bench performance together as well. These are the B groups, but indeed, some of these people really want to get a chance for medals, maybe even. So I expect to see big things here.
Yeah, we've seen actually people in the Group Bs medal in individual events, collecting medals for the squat event, bench event, and even deadlift event, and some even finishing in the top 5 in the overall. It is possible.
Exactly.
Bernard Douglas of USVI, 142.5 for his opening bench. Nice opener.
Yeah, that's a good lift. Under the watchful eye of Akeem Jones and David Ricks.
The legend himself, David Ricks, could not even calculate how many records he's broken in his day.
Even on Thursday, he still did. That was yesterday.
Yeah, we're in 2022, and he's been competing, right back to the 90s, possibly the 80s, decades in the game. And Christopher Aslan of Australia, 162.5 kilos. Despite being 62-ish, I believe, David Ricks just a few years ago was still breaking records in the open.
Yeah, absolutely. And he still did a monster performance. He broke some Masters records yesterday as well.
A living legend.
So true.
Christopher, slow controlled descent to the chest, and on the extension as well, but 3 white lights.
Yeah. He grinded out all of his squats pretty much, but he's a real fighter, so bench was looking really good though.
Iran's Akbari, 167.5 kilos for his opening bench.
Bit of drama in squats with depth, so let's pray that bench goes better.
No major struggle there. Gets on the board.
Good lift, good lift.
3 white lights.
Yep.
175 an hour now. Thomas Chapman, Australia. Bars loaded, 175 kilos. Chaplin, Australia.
And Thomas Chaplin of Australia, 175 kilos for his opener.
$175 kilos.
Yeah, this will match his personal best, and as you had said, in Australia, some of these nations had lockdowns, so sometimes those personal bests are old. He's not actually opening with that risky of a move. I mean, ordinarily opening with a personal best on bench press.
Yeah, wow, that looked really easy.
Right.
Wow.
So we're well past that.
Yeah.
Good lift for Chaplin. 175.
Yeah, and to come back at Che, indeed, like after COVID, the first World Championship we had in Halmstad, Sweden, it was always a surprise what the lifters were actually going to be capable of. Lifters like Gustav Hedlund and stuff, they have all been working in silence during the lockdowns.
Hironori 177.5 for his opening bench.
Gets the command.
Nicely done.
Yeah, makes easy work of that.
Good
3 white
lift,
lights, that is a good lift.
177.5 on the bar now. Eric Marta, Hungary. Bars loaded, 177.5 kilos. Marta, Hungary.
Eric Mata from Hungary, 177.5 kilos for his opening bench.
Eric is a big bencher, but also had some shoulder problems lately. So he's also opening a bit safer. He's hit 200 before in the past. Yeah, they look good. 3 white light. There's a good lift for Eric Mata.
7.5 remains on the bar. Emmanuel Vickersland, bar is loaded. 175.
Vickersland of Norway, 177.5 kilos for his opening bench. And so far, all the fellas getting on the board, and no news is good news. Appropriate attempt selection for these opening bench presses by the national team coaches.
If there's anybody that wants to catch the airport shuttle, it is outside now. You need to get on it now because it wants to leave.
They're Norwegians, well represented. Marta Chenner taking a silver medal earlier this week in the 69 kilo class.
15 seconds.
Start. Press. Right.
A solid opener
For Vickersland, 182.5 on the bar now. Mustafa Hazim, Egypt.
for Vickersland.
Bars loaded, 182.5 kilos, Hazim.
Mustafa, 182.5 kilos for his opening bench.
Seconds.
17 years competing. He's previously hit 200 kilo. For a 26-year-old man, 17 years is an awful long time to be powerlifting.
Absolutely.
I do my math here.
3 white lights, good lift for Hazim, 182.
It's a good lift for him. Indeed, that might be a little mistake as well in the nomination sheet because he did say that his previous squad PB was also like wrongly listed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now a good surprise in the squats. This guy put up a really good fight in squats.
Rogerio Almeida, 182.5 kilos for his opening bench, representing Brazil.
Start. Press. Right.
Yeah, looked really good. 3 whites for Brazil.
3 white lights for Almeida, 185 on the bar now, Victor Samuelson.
And Almeida's on the board.
Bars loaded, 185 75 kilos, Samuelson, Iceland.
And Victor Samuelson from Iceland, also opening with 185 kilos. .29 years old, 13-year veteran. Previous personal best, 187.5 kilos.
Start. Press. Right.
That looks very good from Victor. 3 white lights, good lift.
Samuelson, 195 on the bar now, Tom Vivigi.
One lifter out, Ryan.
Africa.
Yeah, Tom Vivigi, the local lifter, opening with 195 kilos.
Bar is loaded, 195 kilos, Vivigi, South Africa.
Vivigi not having to deal with any travel time zone changes, probably feels like $1 million. Let's see how he
Yeah.
benches.
He looks absolutely massive. He's hit 200 kilos multiple times in training. It is a high opener though, but I assume that he feels confident about it. Come on, Tom.
Be interesting to see the attempt he puts in if he gets this.
Yeah, for sure.
Previous competition best was 197.5.
Start. Press.
Wow.
Right.
New PB incoming. 3 white lights. Well done, Tom. Look very solid.
Yeah, I would say a personal best is definitely in order.
Yeah. And everyone's on the board now.
Yeah, speaking of order, we're going to go back to the bottom for the second round of benches, where Bernard Douglas of USVI will be attempting 147.5 kilos.
Been working really hard to help all lifters of the USVI, now performing himself. And here we have Coach Hakeem Jones, the beard of the IPF, I called him in Helsingborg, if you remember, in Halmstad, sorry.
Press.
Come on,
Oh,
fighting it, it's fighting
yeah.
it. Oh, that was, yeah.
Started coming back down. Did he?
I was believing in it.
I think he's grabbing his shoulder though, and he's injured, I believe. Let's take a look here.
Yeah.
Take a look when he leaves the bench, if this replay will capture that part. Now, he was struggling mighty long time. He grabs
Yeah, you can see
his shoulder and he walks off.
we don't like to see this, and he'll probably not do his third attempt based on this.
I don't think it's a very good idea at all to come out. Don't press your luck.
Yeah.
And, we might see him in the deadlifts because there's not a lot of shoulder movement once you lock in place. It depends what it is.
You're absolutely right.
Chris-
Save yourself now on the bench and go for a big deadlift later.
Christopher Osland from Australia, 167.5 kilos for a second attempt.
Five kilo jump from his first with self lift off.
Start. Press.
Oh,
Grinded out all of his squats, but this was a tad too heavy.
yeah. 2 up, 2 down so far on the second round of benching in the men's 105 kilo class, Group B. Just a reminder, Group A will be lifting later on tonight. That'll be the showdown between Coco Clement, Emil Norlin, Michael Davis, as well as the 120 kilo class with Lugo from the USA and the 2 Canadians, Bryce Krawcheck and former world champion Eric Willis.
Gonna be exciting.
Not going to want to miss that one.
No, for sure.
But first, Akbari from Iran, 177.5 kilos.
3 reds on the bar.
Start. Press. Right.
And it looked good, and it was good. He has a very secure technique, no rushing there, just very slow, very controlled, and performs well.
Bars loaded. 185 kilos, Chaplin, Australia.
And we got our first successful bench of the second round. Thomas Chaplin of Australia looking to continue that trend. 185 kilos for his second attempt. 10-kilo jump. That's sizable for a bench, but these, like you said, are the big boys.
Yeah, exactly. 10 kilo is a big jump, but that's what we tend to see in these heavier weight classes.
Now, how do you feel about this? It's also a 10-kilo personal best.
Well, his opener moved really, really easy. And it's as you said, these guys have been training in silence. Sometimes these numbers are a bit older. Based on his opener, I think this should move really well. But indeed, if this is PR territory, it might get a bit tricky. We'll see. Good luck anyway.
Press. Right.
Well, he handles it.
Yeah. 3 white lights. I think 2.5 more would be a wise call now.
Yeah, take a conservative third. And Vikasland from Norway, 185 kilos being loaded for him.
I always love how these lifters change through the years compared to their lifters photo.
Start.
185.
Press.
Nicely done.
Yep.
Just 2.5 kilo below his personal best, and he handles it well.
Yeah. Also a new PR incoming here.
Kurihara, Japan. Bar is loaded. Kurihara, Japan. 187.5 kilos.
Hironori from Japan, 187.5 kilos for his second attempt. 10-kilo jump from his opener.
His opener moved really well. But indeed, 10-kilo jump is a lot on the bench press.
He has hit 192.5. Now again, Japan, a decent travel, time zone changes. Probably hit 192.5 domestically under different conditions.
Yep.
Start. Press.
Yeah. That still look good.
Nicely done.
Will probably match his PB. I have to watch out with saying PB after what happened last year, if you remember, with TurboTiff.
What did she say?
I said PP instead of PB.
I do not remember. 190. Eric Mata representing Hungary this year. 12.5 kilo jump. Now this is a decent jump for a bench press.
Yep. Must have felt that there is more in the tank there.
He has hit 205 kilo.
Yep. But again, head shoulder issues.
Yeah.
So let's see how this one goes. Yeah. Still move good.
3 to 1, good lift.
Took that one to Rivendell.
192.5 on the bar. Mustafa Azim, Egypt.
Well done, Eric.
Mustafa Hazim from Egypt, 192.5 kilos for his second attempt, opting for a 10-kilo jump from his opener and still staying 7.5 kilos below his personal best.
Start. Press.
Ooh, it's a
Come
struggle,
on.
though.
Come on. Right elbow, right elbow.
This is a titanic struggle. If he can just lock, no.
Oh,
He had that left
almost.
figured out, but the right just wouldn't lock out for him.
Yeah.
Mustafa 192.5 on the bar now.
He's not happy about it.
Brazil.
It's always more sad if you're almost there and just don't make it.
You see the finish line, it just can't quite cross it.
Yeah, exactly.
Rogerio Almeida from Brazil, 192.5 kilos for his second attempt. 10-kilo jump, 2.5 kilo below his previous personal best.
Yeah. Opener moved really well, just like his squats. And makes easy work of this one as well.
Yeah, looks good. I think a personal best is going to fall today.
Yeah.
195 on the bar.
He gets better with every lift he does, you know?
Bars loaded. 195 kilos.
Victor Samuelsson from Iceland. 195 kilos for his second attempt. $10-kilo jump, and we are well beyond his previous personal best coming into the World Championships, which was 187.5.
Start.
195. Ooh, easy work
Nicely
for Victor.
done.
Yeah. 3 white lights. The referees confirm.
Next weight on the bar.
You will probably go 200 or more. Last lifter out in the second round of the 105s.
Tom Vivigi.
Tom Vivigi,
Bar is loaded.
202.5,
kilos. Vivigi. South Africa.
moving up 7.5 kilo from his opener, and taking a 5-kilo personal best here.
His opener was really solid, and this should give him a new comp PR, if I'm not mistaken. You got this, Tom? Self lift off.
Start. Press.
Another easy attempt from
Yeah,
Tom.
looks good.
Wow, he's on fire on the bench. 3 white
white
lights. He's happy with that. Massive PR incoming. Again, never saying massive PB again.
147.5 kilos. Bar loaded. 147.5 kilos. Bernard Douglas, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Here we have Douglas.
Bernard Douglas, U.S. Virgin Islands, 147.5 kilos. Missed this on the second, retaking it on his third.
Start. Press.
Looks better. Come on, come on.
Right.
That was better. 3 white lights.
3 white lights.
Despite grabbing his shoulder on the previous attempt.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Yeah, I did not expect it. But well
What
done.
you need to do, Aussies.
Determination.
You know,
Yeah, and
bar
probably
is
some
loaded.
adjustments technically.
167.5 kilos. Chris Aslan. Come on, Chris.
Chris Aslan of Australia, 167.5, stays on the bar for him. Missed it on his second,
Was a tad too heavy.
retaking it. Yeah.
But the adrenaline of a third attempt can do miracles.
Well, if he takes any inspiration from Douglas,
Look at Gavin's deadlift yesterday. After the second.
very true.
15 kilo up. Come on, Christopher.
Start. Press.
Oh, just too heavy today. No lift, sadly.
182.5 on the bar now.
Nice stride.
Bar is Iran. Bar is loaded, 182.5 kilos, Behdad Akbari, Iran.
Akbari of Iran attempting 182.5 kilos for his third and final press of the day. Came into the competition, 170 kilos was his personal best. We're well beyond that.
Start. Press. Push.
Very consistent bench technique so far for this guy.
Good lid for Akbari,
Yeah, 3 wides.
187.5 with the bar now. Thomas Chaplin, Australia. Bars loaded, 187.5 kilos.
And
Chaplin,
Thomas
Australia.
Chaplin of Australia, 187.5 kilos loaded for his third and final press. 2.5 kilo jump from his second. What do you think, Rob?
Yeah, well, so his first one, 175, which was his PR on paper, moved very well. Then did a 10 kilo jump, and indeed, there we said 2.5 would be a good call. So I think he did it. So I think he will make it.
Right now, he doesn't have his thumb around the bar. I'm assuming he's going to.
Suicide grip. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, we've seen some crazy accidents with the suicide grip.
Tight grip. Tight. Start. Press.
Yeah. 3 white lights, that went really well. Indeed, maybe there was 2.5 extra, but I think this was a safe call if you want to build for that total.
Yeah, it's that 2020 hindsight, right?
Yeah, for sure.
190 kilos, Vikasland, Norway. 4 attempts to change openers.
And Vikasland of Norway, 190 kilo, 5 kilo jump from his second. 2.5 kilo personal best.
Start. Press. Right.
3 white lights.
3 whites, looks good.
Yeah, good lift for Vikasland.
Mustafa Hazim, Egypt.
That is a pretty big arch for a 105er.
Yeah, that's true. But he's a tall guy as well.
And we move to the 100, nope.
Bars loaded, 192.5
We're moving to
kilos.
192.5 kilos for Mustafa from Egypt. He had missed this on his second, taking a 10 kilo jump from his opener.
Yep.
Retaking this weight now on his third and final press. And he's previously hit 200 kilo.
Exactly. The 10 kilo jump was just too much in the previous one. Just missed it before. Look out with the right arm. So maybe with a technical adjustment, he can get through it.
Yeah, this is when he was fighting to get that right arm locked. The left was
Exactly.
shaking. Now, how much did he expend on that second attempt?
Same sticking point. Just couldn't go past
No
it.
lift, no lift.
But nice try though.
On the bar now. Hirorori Kurihara, Japan. 2 attempts to change openers. 2 attempts.
Sometimes it's better to play a bit on safe, you know, with the jumps.
Yeah, no, for sure. You only have so much gas in the tank.
Kilos, Kurihara,
And
Japan.
Hironori of Japan, 195 kilos for his third and final bench. 7.5 kilos from his second attempt.
Yeah.
And a 2.5 kilo personal best.
It's always beautiful if you can get a PR on a world championship.
Start. Press.
No, just a little too much today.
Yeah.
Sorry, that is no
A
lift.
10 kilo jump and now a 7.5
now.
might have been just too much.
Hungary.
As you said, they come all the way from Japan. Massive time difference, environmental difference, temperature difference.
Yeah, there's factors.
Yeah,
Last chance to change openers.
and these are not excuses, these are facts.
Eric Mata of Hungary, 195 kilos, 5 kilo jump from his second attempt.
Start. Press.
Come on, Eric.
Looks like he's got it.
Yeah,
Judges
3 white
agree.
lights. He's very happy with that. Congrats, Eric.
7.5 kilos on the bar. Rogerio Almeida, Brazil.
He's very happy with that.
Bar is
And
loaded.
Almeida from Brazil, 197.5 kilos being loaded for his third and final press. A 5 kilo jump from his second, 2.5 kilos up from his personal best.
If he gets this, he'll go 6 on 6.
Not bad for a performance at the World Championships.
Absolutely.
Get a little positive momentum heading into the deadlift event.
Gets a command.
Uh-oh, the brakes came on quick, right at lockout.
Yeah, because the previous one looked really easy still.
No lift on Almeida, 200 on the bar.
But that's how quick things can go wrong.
Iceland. Bar is loaded. 200 kilos, Samuelson, Iceland.
Victor Samuelson from Iceland, 200 kilos even for his third and final bench. Coming into the tournament, his previous personal best was 187.5 kilos.
Yeah, so he has made big progress on bench.
In uncharted territory here.
200 kilo, the magical 200 kilo barrier. Come on, Victor.
Start. Press.
Gets it up.
Nicely done.
Oh, that must have been a butt lift. Let's look at the replay. Get 2 yellows from the side referees. Yeah, that's
That was clear as day.
clear as day. That's a butt lift. For the people at home, if your butt loses contact with the bench, you automatically get no lift.
Yeah, you need your feet flat on the ground. They can slide forward but can't lift up. Your head has to be on the bench. Your butt has to be on the bench. Elbows locked to get the start command. The bench has to be motionless on your chest to get the press command. And then to get the final command, the rack command, elbows locked once again. A lot of possible infractions. It's the only event with 3 different commands, so it's a bit of a volatile event, isn't it, Rob?
Absolutely, everything has to be right.
And Tom from South Africa has 207.5 kilos.
Come on, Tom. He sunk that in really deep in his chest. And then a long press command can make the difference. But nice try nevertheless. This was PR territory. It was a big PR as well. But nice try, Tom. Well done.
US Virgin Islands. Will be followed by Smallbro, Cavallo, Walton, Bobola.
Oh, Garmez Parks coming out for 152.5 kilos, and we are now in the 120 kilo class.
Bar is loaded. 152.5 kilos for Parks, US Virgin Islands.
Because we've moved into the 120 kilo class, Group B. We will begin with openers.
Yeah. Starting with Garmes Parks. A big guy, but an absolute teddy bear, if you know him.
Start. Press. Rack.
And that is a good lift for Garmes, and that was a long way down with such long arms.
Yeah, those arms will be better suited for deadlifting.
For sure.
Bars loaded.
162.5 kilos for Jens Smallbro of Denmark. Jens has benched as heavy as 182.5. Expecting this to move well.
Yep. He's a tall guy, also with long arms. Quick look at his deadlift. Indeed, he opens quite heavy on deadlift.
Start. Press. Right.
Another easy opener for him. Oh, gets one red. Good lift though, 2 to 1, but one red, yellow. Probably a butt lift from this side. Let's see. Yeah, it's
Yeah, a
tricky
cheat
to-
came up, but
Yeah.
not entire daylight from our angle anyways.
Exactly.
Bars loaded.
And Carvalho
Carvalho, Cap Verde.
opening with 170 kilos.
Start. Press.
Long way up, long way down again.
Yeah, wow. Long arms for him. The 3 white lights, wow. Good lift for him.
182.5 on the bar now. Ben Walton, Great Britain.
It's when with the long arms, when you have a bench setup, you could try to mitigate that distance, but also save your shoulders by putting them in placement. Put the fulcrum of that lever closer to the touch point on the chest. And Ben Wharton of Great Britain, 182.5 kilos for his opening bench.
Showed us some really strong squats.
Start. Press. Right.
That was
Three
quick.
white lights, and Ben is on the board.
Yeah, strong opener for him.
Next weight on the bar is 200 kilos. Olivier Vavolo, Belgium.
And here comes the Belgian, Olivier, opening with 200 kilos even. Where do you predict he's going to end off? What was the plan coming in?
The plan for him was to end up with 220 kilos on the bench.
Okay.
Yeah.
And opening at 200 kilos, do you think that's still the plan, or do you think that's been adjusted?
I think it's still the plan. He's a guy of bigger jumps, but we saw a small change in squat from the plan, so
Quick note here, Reitz of Germany is bowing out
yeah.
of the bench press event, so that means he will not be able to get a total. Not sure what happened, didn't see any injury on the platform, but something might have occurred.
Indeed.
Maybe in the warm-up room.
Back to Olivier now. 200 kilos for his opener.
Press.
Makes easy work of that.
I could see
3 white
a pathway, 10 kilos, and he's there.
or 12 and a half, 7.5.
Yep.
South Africa.
We'll see. This is the 120s, so the jumps can be a bit bigger.
Francois from South Africa, 210 kilos loaded for his opening bench.
Francois had the biggest squat in the first round.
Start.
210 kilos now.
Press.
Oh,
Right.
I saw a little downward movement there. Yes, 3 reds with blue lights for downward movement. You'll have to retake this one. And Olivier is indeed going to 210. Now the last bench.
Yeah, we have 215 kilos for Kelon.
215.
He had a bit of a rough squat session.
He kind of scared us with his opener and second attempt.
Now, it wasn't due to strength, it was just not hitting the depth. Definitely the strength is there.
Yeah.
See how he handles 215 kilos. The 3 commands and the rule set for the bench press. Oh, that looked good to me.
Like really good and easy. Yeah, oh, got one red though from the side referee. From here it looks good though.
Yeah, I didn't see it. And there is, after the opening of the bench press, with Godoy taking the lead. Still 2 more rounds of pressing to go, though.
Bars loaded.
And a lot can happen.
160 for Parks.
That is true.
Garmez Parks, 160 kilos, representing USVI.
Come on, Garmez. 160 kilos. A long way down. Come on, man. Yes, brings you back up. And 3 white lights, that is a good lift for him.
Garmez picks up a couple extra kilo towards his total, 7.5 to be exact.
Bars loaded. 170 kilos, Smalbro, Denmark.
Jen Smallbro, Denmark, 170 kilos for a second attempt. 7.5 kilo jump. Still 12.5 kilo below his previous personal best.
Gets a command.
Makes easy work of that route.
Yeah, for sure. Just like his squats, they keep being easy. So maybe his PR will be there. Let's see what he does for the 3rd attempt.
$175 kilos now for Carvalho. 5 kilo jump from his opener. 5 kilos off of his previous personal best.
Oh, oh.
Oh no.
He lost balance at the top.
Yeah,
The
a
weight
little.
came forward.
He's upset with himself. He did the majority of the hard work only to lose it at the top upon lockout. Take a look at this.
Yeah.
And,
He hit the collar here. Yeah.
Aha.
Shame, shame, shame. It's like you said, he did all of the hard work. It was up. You just should have waited, but he'll redo it on his 3rd, for sure.
Ben Wharton, 195 kilos for his 2nd attempt. Getting close to his top end. 197 is his personal best.
I love his energy.
Three white lights.
Little struggle, but made it.
Francois Maritz,
Completed
South
lift.
Africa. 2nd attempt at this weight.
And 210 kilos being loaded again for Francois of South Africa. Missed it on his opener and retaking it now.
Now he missed this on his opener because of the butt lift. The weight itself moved fairly easy. So with some technical adjustments, this might not be a problem on his 2nd attempt.
You just gotta hope it didn't move easy because of the butt lift.
Oh. Re-rex. Still has 30 seconds. Nothing to worry.
Press. Right.
Yeah.
And it's
Three
good
red
this
lights.
time.
Good lift from Alex. 210 on the bar now. Olivier Vovola, Belgium.
He's a bit surprised there.
Yeah, yeah. Not sure what he was checking out.
Yeah.
Something he didn't like, and he re-racked it.
Loaded. Vovola, Belgium. 210 kilos.
Olivier now, 210 kilos, 10-kilo jump. We'll see
Yep.
how this moves, and if another 10-kilo jump is in order.
Exactly. Only good lift so far. He's only been competing for 3 years, but he's been in the industry for so long. He's a coach himself. He has a lot of experience. As I said, you'll still hear from this guy in the future. Come on, Olivier. 210.
Press. Right.
Still
wow.
moves easy. He
So what do you
winds,
think?
yeah.
How
I
many
don't.
kilo?
I don't think he'll go for 220. I think 215 or 217 and a half. I think that would be a safer call to do. I think with his squat being 330 instead of 335, he won't make that jump anymore now as well.
So he's adjusting to his day.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do at his first World Championship.
Kalen coming back for 220 kilos for his second attempt. Got one squat in the squat event, but could go 2 for 2 in the bench. Should he get this?
Lift guys. One. Step feet. Now, with your feet. 30. Now, come here. 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
You have 1 minute to do your setup. If the referee corrects you, just take your time, breathe, process the information, and reset. Oh,
No lift, no lift for Godoy at 220
you got to stay calm when that happens.
First
Yeah.
on the bar, 160.5.
Yeah, that's just
US 39.
not sure why the descent was so quick coming. I think it was he didn't lower like that on purpose. Didn't
Yeah.
appear. It looked like it was just a little bit of loss of control.
I
Something getting
think it
away.
was a case. I think it was a case because his previous looked easy.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
regaining that tension that you lose at the bottom is very difficult. It's pretty much a wrap.
For sure.
And come the third attempts now, where Garmez Parks 162.5 kilos, 5 kilos below his previous personal best, but he's been working hard all week for Team USVI.
Yep. 2.5 kilo jump is a wise call.
Squeeze, push back, push
Come
back.
on, come on.
Right, finish it, finish it.
Oh, just too heavy.
Yeah, just that lockout.
Today there is no lift, no lift. Parks at 160.5.
No lift, sadly.
Next weight on the bar.
Nice try nevertheless. And Olivier is indeed going for 250.
Jason Cavallo, Cap Verde. Bar is loaded. Cavallo, 175 kilos.
Now, Carvalho missed 175 kilos on the second, coming back out for it on his third.
The issue was balance at the top of the lift after completion of the lift already even. So strength is there, we know that. Now you gotta stay calm and perform. Come on. Looks better.
3 white lights.
Yep. This time it was good.
Always nice to see when a lifter misses a lift, comes back and hits it.
Yeah, for sure.
Bar is loaded. Svalbard, Denmark.
Denmark Smallbro coming out for 175 kilos.
Yeah, small jump.
Yes, 7.5 kilo below his previous personal best.
But maybe that was at a heavier body weight. We don't know that, of course.
It's true. Some of these gentlemen do switch weight classes.
Still moved good for
Yeah.
third attempt.
Moved pretty well for a third for sure. Might have had a couple more kilo in the tank.
Yeah, but playing it safe, building for the total.
4 bench presses remain. 10-minute break at the end of this round. Bar is loaded. 197.5 kilos. Ben Walton, Great Britain.
Great Britain's Ben Wharton, 197.5 kilos.
He definitely brings the energy to the hall.
This will match his previous personal best.
Come on. That was better than his previous. 3 wides.
Good leg, 3 wide rights to Ben.
He's surprised with that.
Olivier Vervolle, Belgium.
I love seeing the expression on the lifters' faces after a good third lift. And here we have our friend Olivier.
215 kilos. Opting to play the safer game, collect kilos, throw it on the total. I mean, you could always go for bigger numbers in a domestic competition. You don't have to travel so much.
Yeah. I'm sure he's determined to go 9 for 9. And this is Coach Dirk. Been coaching all week for Belgium. Come on, Olivier. $215. That moved easy.
Yeah, nicely
3 white
done.
lights.
Maybe he would have had another 2.5 kilo.
For sure. He definitely had it in him. 220 would have been tricky, I think, but 217 would have definitely been there. But that's 6 on 6 for Olivier. That's a nice way to start on deadlifts. And he is a big deadlifter.
Now Francois from South Africa coming out to 220 kilos for the biggest bench attempt of this session, of this flight.
220 kilos.
Oh, there's
Hit
a
the
down
collar.
up though.
Yeah, hit the collar. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
That's a tough break. I mean, it looked like he was strong enough for it, but
Yeah.
Caleb Godoy, Belize.
If you hit the collar, that's not necessarily a problem, but if it causes downward movement, that is a different story.
now Kalen also attempting 220 kilos. He is
Come on, this time, Caleb. Easy weight now.
our final lifter of this flight. Missed this on his second attempt, hoping to right that wrong here. Ooh. Does he fight through the sticking point though?
Oh, we did.
Now, was there a down up? There was
Yeah.
a pause for sure.
Ah, yes. Shame. He fought really hard for this one, but there was indeed down. Let's watch that again. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Ryan. There was downward movement.
And that will conclude the benching for our 105 and 120 Group B. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 10 short minutes for the deadlift event.
See you soon.
And welcome back to the IPF World Championships here live in Sun City, South Africa. I am Ryan Lapidat. I am joined by Rob Esselens. Rob, we've had some squats, we've had some benches, we've had some missed openers, people missing second attempts, rallying back, hitting on their thirds. Unfortunately, we've had some injuries and some withdrawals from the tournament. All types of surprises. Do you think we're going to see more now in the deadlifts?
Absolutely. Like you said, we've had it all. We've had excitement, we've had terror, we've had it all. But we've seen some hard work as well, like some very surprising lifters with some big lifts. And now deadlifts coming in. We've seen some big subtotals in the minus 120s already.
Yep.
They're going towards 900 kilos already. This is only the B flight.
That's right.
It's looking promising.
And speaking of, in the A flight, make sure you tune in later where Coco Clements will be doing battle with those like Emil Norland, Michael Davis in the 105s, and then Lugo, Bryce Krawczyk, and Eric Willis in the 120s. Some close contests for the world title. Make sure you don't miss it. But first, Christoph Aslan of Australia, 250 kilos for his opening deadlift. And once these gentlemen hit their opening deadlift, they have solidified their totals. No longer risking bombing out. And now really is when you could start taking these bigger jumps. Nicely done.
Nicely done.
Good lift for Aslan. 252.5 kilos. Bernard Douglas, US Virgin Islands.
Bernard Douglas,
Bars loaded. 252.5
first year
kilos.
in the game,
Bernard Douglas, US
finds himself at the
Virgin
IPF World Championships in Group B, and Bernard will be opening up a 252.5 kilo.
I made easy work of that. 3 whites. He's safe.
His total is secure. Now he can start making bigger jumps. I mean, that is the fear of every powerlifter. It's the worst case scenario. There's bad days and then there's terrible days.
Absolutely.
The terrible day, of course, is if you bomb out, fail to register a total, and at the IPF World Championships, you fail to even contribute team points to your national team. And Hironori of Japan, 260 kilos for his opening dead.
$260 kilos for his opener. Came a little bit forward, but I hope that it wasn't. Okay, that's good.
I seen the same thing you've seen, and I'm wondering, let's take a look at this
Yeah, let's
replay here. It's just his body, not the
Yeah,
bar. That's
yeah.
why. Your body's allowed to tip forward. The bar is not. So he maintained the bar, and Akbari of Iran will open with 267.5 kilos.
He has done some strong squats and strong benches.
Bars loaded. 267.5 kilos. Akbari, Iran. Reset the clock, please.
Akbari has previously pulled 290 kilos.
Okay, bar is loaded.
Competing 4 years.
Akbari, Iran.
Should be a secure opener for him. 267.5.
Three white lights, good lift.
Three white lights.
He was happy with that.
270 on the bar, Mustafa Kazim, Egypt. Bars loaded, 270 kilos, Hazim,
And
Egypt.
Mustafa from Egypt, 270 kilos. Now he's gone as high as 300 kilos and finished with an 800 kilo total.
That was easy.
Makes easy work
Yeah.
of 270 kilos.
3 white lights.
Good lift for Hazim, 272.5 on the bar now.
I expect a big jump now from him. Maybe 290 or 85.
Bar is loaded, 272.5 kilos, VBG South Africa.
And here's Tom.
Tom is opening up with 272.5 kilos. The host nation's representative in the 105 kilo class. He's pulled 290 before.
Yeah,
It should move.
it looks massive. Yeah, that was easy.
Lets it down softly.
Yeah,
Right lights for VBG.
respecting the platform.
Now Thomas Chaplin, Australia.
Nice lift from Tom.
Thomas Chaplin of Australia, 275 kilos for his opening deadlift, looking to secure his total. Then he can start making jumps after that. He has previously hit 285 kilos. His previous personal best total, 727.5. Now, as soon as Tom hits his deadlift, he'll already be past that.
And he's shown us some really easy openers so far. I expect this to fly as well. Got some massive quads there.
Nicely done.
Yep.
3 white lights and a good
Good
lift
lift for him.
Chaplin. 280 on the bar now with Jeremy Almeida, Brazil. Bars loaded, 280 kilos, Almeida, Brazil.
Almeida of Brazil, opening with 280 kilos. Easy work of his opener.
3 white lights and a good
That
lift
looked
for
easy
Almeida.
indeed.
280
He's
on
happy
the
with
bar
that.
now. Eric Marta, Hungary. Clean the bar, please.
And
loaders.
same
Clean the
weights
bar.
for Eric.
Eric Mata of Hungary coming out to 280 kilos.
Coached by Miklos from Hungary.
Eric Marta, Hungary.
Come on, Eric.
Makes smooth work of it.
Yep.
White lights and
That's a
good
good
lift
opener for Eric.
Marta, 295 on the bar now. Joel Vinkersland, Norway. Bars loaded.
Vikeslund from Norway, 295 kilos for his opening pull.
These are some nice numbers already. Only for the openers.
Makes easy work of it.
Yep. Nice hook grip technique. these long deadlift arms. You could see in the replay how low the bar hangs. This guy can pull big over 300, I'm sure.
Bars loaded, 300 kilos, Samuelson.
Samuelson from Iceland, 300 kilos even
Yeah.
for the biggest opener in the 105 Group B. 29 years old and 13-year veteran.
He's been in the game for a while now. Competed a lot against our Belgian lifter Jeroen van Heesvelde. Come on, Victor. Go one red.
Samuelson at 300 kilos.
Means that his shoulders or knees were not locked.
265.
Yeah, I didn't really see that, but
Yeah,
Christopher Aslan, Australia.
me neither. Looked good to me.
Christopher Aslan representing Australia. 265 kilos for his second attempt. Little peek at the scoreboard here after the openers, but I'm assuming we're going to have some movement and some jockeying around a position after that.
Yeah, for sure.
Give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Alico and SBD. Without their generous support, none of this would be possible. Alico, the makers of all of this great equipment we're using both on the platform and in the warm-up room. 265 kilos by Christopher. See how 15 kilos slows him down. Nope.
Was maybe too big of a jump.
It looks like it might have been, judging by how it appeared there, it kind of looks like it's a strength issue, but we have seen some people rally back and get a lift that they had previously missed.
True. The magical third attempt where anything can happen. We've seen crazy things happen, like in the minus 83 kilo class.
Yeah, no, 100%. Douglas Bernard, U.S. Virgin Islands, 65 kilos, stays on the bar for his second attempt.
Opener moved really well. This should go well as well. Come on. Yeah, that looks better.
Looks good.
And it is good. 3 white lights, and it's a good lift.
75 on the bar now. Yorunori Kurihara, Japan.
And Hironori from Japan, 275 kilos for his second attempt, 15 kilo jump. Still staying 5 kilo below his previous personal best, the 11-year veteran. Trying to add some kilos onto his total.
Bar is loaded, 275 kilos. Kurihara,
Bar is
Japan.
loaded. 5 red plates, 275 kilos on the bar.
Two to one.
2 to 1.
Yeah, it's good.
Again, 1 red light from the right referee. Let's see. Don't really see why.
Don't really see it either. Our camera view is from the left side, so
Yeah.
don't have the best range to see these infractions. Akbari.
And again, we don't want to doubt the judgment of these experienced referees.
Akbari of Iran, 280 kilos for his second attempt. Nicely done.
Yeah, that looked really good. Nice deadlift. And 3 wides. That's a good lift for him. He can definitely add a bit more there.
Tom BBG, South Africa.
VVG from South Africa, 292.5 kilos for his second attempt.
2.5 kilos, BBG, South Africa.
20 kilo jump. And what do you think about 20 kilo jumps, Rob?
It is a big jump, but in deadlift I think they should be doable. Out of all lifts,
Especially in this weight class.
yeah, indeed. This should give him a 2.5 kilo comp PB. But Tom is a big guy. Wow. This could have been his opener.
Yeah, he made easy work of that weight.
Well done, Tom. Well done. Looks really strong, and he'll definitely go for 300 now.
VVG pleasing the hometown crowd.
Yep. Again, putting it down softly.
And 290, yeah, he does every time, doesn't he? And 292 kilos stays on the bar for Mostafa, representing Egypt.
This opener went really well. This is a 22.5 kilo jump. Another tad more. And Tom. Big jump for this big guy.
Looks good.
Yeah, but again, these guys know themselves. And this is a good lift. 3 white lights. Again, we had to make a shout out to his little brother, Cuckoo. This one's for you.
Slightly different hemisphere.
Thomas Chaplin representing Australia up next, 295 kilos. Again, a 20 kilo jump from his opening pull.
Bars loaded, 295 kilos, Thomas Chaplin, Australia.
$295 kilos. Opener went well. Let's see how this moves. Yep. And that is a good lift.
3 white lights.
300 kilos on the bar now. Eric Marta, Hungary. Clean the bar, please, clean the bar.
Now another 20 kilo jump, Ryan.
Yeah, Eric Mata from Hungary will attempt 300 kilos for a second. He's hit 335 kilos, but it doesn't look like he's shooting for PR lifts today.
No, I don't think so either.
The squat, bench were below his previous personal bests.
Lifting on the edge, literally. Come on, Eric. You got this.
Looks good.
Yeah, there's a good lift for Eric. Well done.
2.5 on the bar now. Rogério Almeida, Brazil. Bars loaded, 302.5 kilos, Almeida, Brazil.
And 302.5 kilos now will be loaded for Almeida of Brazil. He's hit 307.5.
Yep. He was very strong in the squats and bench as well.
If he hits this, he'll already be in a PR territory for total.
Oh. Yeah, that was downward movement, sadly.
Yeah, unfortunately,
there.
that's not going to pass.
Yeah.
Sorry, that is no
There we
for
go.
Almeida.
Maybe with some technical adjustments, he'll get it on his third attempt. Strength was, I don't think it was an issue.
That's the thing when it comes to the sumo pulls. You get speed wobbles at the top.
Generally speaking, with sumo, you are able to pull a bit more if you're getting the hang of it, but everything has to be correct. It's technically more difficult, I can say. Also an eternal discussion in which one is better, sumo or conventional. I also get a lot of questions from people at home often, like why are some people standing wide and why are some narrow? Well, just a different style of deadlifts. Both are allowed. It's personal preference.
And 315 kilos for Samuelson from Iceland.
No more.
That looks easier than his opener.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
3 white lights, good lift, and he'll definitely go for some PR here. 327-ish, in my opinion.
Might be in the tank.
Yeah.
Bars loaded, 320 kilos, Vickersland.
320 kilos loaded for Vikasland of Norway.
This is a 25 kilo jump for Vikkersland, but his opener moved really, really easy. Wow,
That moved very easy as well.
very easy. And this was a 25 kilo jump, and it still looked like an opener.
Yeah.
What might we see next?
They maybe another 25.
Who knows?
These are massive jumps in the deadlift event. Quick peek at the scoreboard here while we enter into the third and final round of deadlifts.
I want you flat out like a lizard drinking, all right?
And kicking us off for that third round is Christopher Aslan of Australia, retaking 265 kilos.
Bars loaded, 265 kilos, Aslan, Australia. Come on, Aussies. Come on, Chris. Come on, mate.
This guy definitely has the crowd behind him. 265 again after his second attempt. Oh, fell backward.
Lost his balance.
Yeah.
You okay, Chris?
He's good.
He's okay.
That's how deep he was willing to go.
272.5.
Well tried.
Douglas, US.
Sadly too heavy for today.
Bernard Douglas of the U.S. Virgin Islands, attempting 272.5 kilos for his third and final pull. This is 600 pounds.
Bars loaded. 272.5, Douglas, US Virgin Islands.
One more time for this guy. All or nothing.
Final pull of the day.
Come on, man. Come on. Come on. You got this.
It's a
Look
grinder
it
at
out.
the
Look it
top.
out. Come on. Look at that, Ryan. This is what we want to see. He gets it. 2-1. Congratulations.
It was a fight, but he gets it.
292.5 on the bar now. Mehrdan
Talk about a grind.
Iran.
Akbari of Iran, 292.5 kilos for him. 12.5 kilo jump from his second, 2.5 kilos above his previous personal best. would love to go 3 for 3 in the deadlift event at the IPF World Championships.
Last pull for this strong man.
Beautiful pull.
Yeah, made it look really easy. 3 white lights, and that's a beautiful competition he's done here.
300 kilos on the bar now. Tom VG, South Africa, 300 kilos.
And VVG from South Africa, 300 kilos even for his third and final pull.
This will give him a big competition PR. I know he's pulled this on training in the past. I know he's capable of doing this. He was so strong today and has one more lift to go. Come on, Tom, you got this.
He'll finish his day with a 787.5 kilo total.
Which is a big improvement.
Yeah, that's a 32.5 kilo improvement on his total.
And he got it in him. Come on, brother. Wow. Congratulations, Tom.
Smooth pull.
Yeah, congratulations.
Remains on the bar for Mustafa Azim, Egypt.
He might be proud of himself.
Egypt's Mustafa also attempting 300 kilos. Look at this, we have 4 lifters all pulling 300 kilos for their third and final.
Yeah. And we have a 342 attempt as well.
It'll be a pretty quick next 4 lifts, seeing as how they don't have to change the weight on the bar.
That's true. Loaders like to see this. Come on, man. Come on. Do think the knees were soft. Yeah. He gets it though. 2-1, but indeed 1 time red for soft knees. But it's a good lift from Mustafa. He'll be very pleased with that.
Thomas Chaplin, 300 kilos even. Oh, looks like they're overturning that.
Yeah.
Probably because of what you said there, Rob.
I think the knees were indeed soft. So yeah, I see the jury table make the sign the knees. Meanwhile, Thomas Chaplin is going for 300 as well.
He gets it.
He's happy with that. Congrats, man.
Yeah, and Thomas Chaplin will finish his day with a 757.5 kilo total.
Sadly, we also got the news that Mustafa's deadlift of 300 kilos was is no longer valid because of the soft knees. Indeed, it is a no lift.
The jury's seen what you've seen,
and they
review.
overruled.
Hironori representing Japan, 300 kilos as well. Four lifters going for 300 kilos and had a bit of a mixed bag with it so far. Let's see where Hironori will lie.
Come on. So just too heavy today.
No lift for Kurihara. 302.5 on the bar now.
2 made it with 300, 2 failed it.
Brazil. Second attempt at this weight. Last chance to change openers. Last chance to
And the
change
last
flight
4
to
lifters
openers.
out in the 105 class
Once
now.
the bar is loaded for the next lift, there will be no more chances to change. Bar is loaded, 302.5 kilos, Almeida, Brazil.
Now, Almeida, representing Brazil, missed 302.5 on his second. Attempting it once again right now on his third and final.
One more strong pull. Work on the positioning. This looks better.
Yep.
And he gets it. Congrats.
310 on the bar now. Eric Marta, Hungary.
Eric Mata from Hungary, 310 kilos being loaded for his third and final attempt.
All the way back, chaps. Bar is loaded, 310 kilos. Eric Marta, Hungary.
Come on, Eric. One more time.
Come on, Eric, make it count.
310 kilos for his third attempt. Come on, Eric. Come on. Come on.
Oh, just got a little bit away from him.
Yeah.
No
The
lift,
grip
no
there.
fight, no lift for Eric.
Tore open his hand, sadly.
No more changes. 330
But
on
he's
bar.
done a
Victor
great
Samuelsson,
competition today.
Iceland.
Well done, Eric.
330 kilos for Victor Samuelsson of Iceland. This will be a personal best by 5 kilo. And if he hits it, he'll finish with an 807.5, which is also a 5 kilo personal best.
Second lift looked like an opener though, so I'm curious for this one. 5 kilo personal best. And 807.5 kilo total if he gets it.
Bars loaded, 330 kilos.
With
Samuelsson,
one lifter to go
Iceland.
after him before we switch to the minus 120 kilo class.
Whoa, too much. Fails at the knees.
Yeah.
That is no lift.
Bit too
no
much.
lift. That's no lift for Samuelsson. 342.5 kilos on the bar now. Roll Vickerson.
And would you look at this guy, Ryan? He all of a sudden, with this pull, would come into current first position of this group, of course.
Yeah, Vikasland from Norway attempting 342.5 kilos, 22.5 kilo jump from his second. That's sizable.
Bar loaded.
But he took a big jump from his opener to his second. So he likes big jumps. And in the Group B, he's going to pull himself from fifth to first. Nicely done.
Does it? Wow, 3 white lights. And would you look at that? That is a 47.5 kilo jump compared to his first lift in that lift. That is massive.
He's covered a lot of ground.
Yep.
And we will move into the 120 kilo class. We have 7 lifters as Wrights bowed out. So we're going to move pretty quickly.
Yep. And Maurits lowered his opener to 315 instead of 320. That's interesting.
Bar is loaded, 242.5 kilos.
And 242.5 kilos awaits Garman's Parks of U.S. Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
And we got a bit of a battle of positioning between Merritt's and Olivier.
Yep, exactly. Both with a current prognosis of 865.
Dead even. Although Merritt's has lower body weight.
Yeah. But this was a very strong opener from Parks,
Good lift for Parks, 275 on the bar now. Jason
who also lowered his opener, I saw. But now with this one, he must have found some new confidence to make some nice jumps.
Carvalho opening with 275 kilo.
275 kilos. Cavallo, Cap Verde.
Nice pull.
Good lift, 3 right legs for
That is a
Cavallo.
good lift for him.
310
Was
on
very
the
easy
bar
indeed.
now. Ben Walton, Great Britain.
Next up, Great Britain's Ben Wharton, 310 kilos.
Bars loaded, 310 kilos. Ben Walton, Great Britain.
From now on, all openers are above 300 kilos.
Nicely done.
Yeah, that was very fast.
2 white lights, good
Two white
lift
lights,
for
that is a
Ben
good lift for Ben.
315 on the bar now. Francois Maritz, South Africa.
And South Africa's own Francois Maritz opening with 315 kilo. Opening with his previous personal best.
Yep.
Bar is loaded, 315 kilos. Maritz, South Africa.
Strong guy, this one.
As soon as he hits this, he will be matching his total. No, actually exceeding his previous total personal best.
That looked good. And it
Three
is
white
good.
lights and a
3
lift
white
for
lights.
Maritz. 320 on the bar now. Jens Skalbro, Denmark. Bar is loaded, 320 kilos. Skalbro, Denmark.
And Jen Smallbro of Denmark, 320 kilos for his opener. Smooth pull.
Yeah. And it's a good pull as well. 3 white lights.
320 on the bar now. Olivier Volvola, Belgium. Bar is loaded for Volvola of Belgium at 320 kilos.
Olivier, 320 kilos. He has previously pulled 336. Looks like that would be a record of some sort, Rob?
That was a record in the minus 120 kilo class in Belgium.
Gotcha.
The whole hall exploded when he did this. Today he will go over that, for sure. Come on, Olivier. Was very easy.
Smooth pull.
But he ignored the down command.
2 to 1, no lift for Volvola.
Now, what do you think he does strategically in terms of attempt selection?
He has to go higher. But knowing him, maybe he will go for a safer second attempt instead of taking a bigger jump. Maybe he'll go 330 on his next because this one moved insanely good.
And then do you think he stays for his third on his projected third that he wanted coming into the tournament?
Well, now that he missed this, he won't go 9 for 9 anymore. So, with that taking that into account, he might just as well take a risk.
Well, only time will tell, my friend.
Time will tell. See, he's going up to 335. Risky move, but I know he got it in him, for sure.
325 kilos for Cattle Godoy.
3 white lights and a good lift for Godoy. That concludes the first round. Second
That's a
round,
good
down
lift.
to 55 on the bar. Galvez Parks, US Virgin Islands. Once again,
For
Royal
Godoy.
Fives, if you've been getting into your tracksuits ready to go.
Quick
please,
look
this
here.
round. And the next round of deadlifts is going to go
Where
pretty
we're at
quick.
with totals after the first round of deadlifts. Expecting some movement on this, particularly with Olivier,
Yep.
who failed to get a opening pull in. Once he does, he'll shoot up the rankings. And Garmez Parks,
Bars loaded.
255 kilo,
Parks, US Virgin
second
Islands.
attempt.
Come on, Garmez. Come on. Yeah, made that look easy. Well done, man.
3 white lights.
287.5 on the bar now. Jason Cavallo. Cap Verde.
Jason Carvalho up next with 287.5 kilos. This is a 7.5 kilo personal best
Cap Verde.
and a 12.5 kilo jump.
Also very easy lift.
Good lift.
3 white lights, just like his opener. Fairly easy. Still quite a bit left there.
Bars loaded. 325 kilos.
Francois from South Africa, 325 kilos for his second attempt. 10 kilo jump. And also a 10 kilo personal best,
Yep.
representing the host nation. Oh,
Loses
came-
grip.
Yeah, right out of his hands.
To his grasp, unfortunately, no lift. 335 on the
These
bar
are,
now.
of course, massive bars.
Great Britain. Leave the bar, please, loaders.
Britain's
Thank you.
own Ben Wharton, 335 kilos being loaded for his second attempt.
Bar is loaded. 335 kilos. Ben Walton, Great Britain.
Here he comes.
Come on, Ben. 335. That looks easy.
Smooth pull.
Yeah, 3 whites for him. Definitely something left there.
Belgium.
But now a very important lift.
Yeah,
Belgium, 335
Olivier
kilos.
from Belgium, 335 kilos, missed 320, opting to still go up 15 kilo regardless. Now, he missed the first lift. Maybe he made some technical errors, but the strength is there. However, if he misses the second lift on strength, he's really backed himself in the corner.
Yeah,
Big
absolutely.
risk, big reward. Okay, And that would be why he's confident to load up 15 more
Yeah.
kilos.
That was the right decision.
3 white lights, it's a good lift, but I did see some slipping in the hands. That might have been why he put it down in the first place, in the first round. And jumped to comment like that.
How many more kilos do you think he puts on?
Based on this, I would say 5. He will go 340, I think.
See if you're right, but until then, small bro.
He's going 345.
Loaded, 340 kilos, Marlboro.
Small bro has 340. And wow, let's see if Olivier can handle 10 kilo.
He will give it his all, that's for sure. But first, small bro. 340.
20 kilo jump.
Yep.
The engine's revving. You see the knee shaking.
Yeah. But he gets it. 3 white lights. That's a good lift for him.
Remains on the bar, and the bar is loaded for Godoy Belize. 340 kilos.
Last one out in his second round.
Yeah, Kalen representing Belize, 340 kilos, 15 kilo jump from his opener.
This is a strong guy we have here.
This is coming into the IPF World Championships. 310 kilo was his personal best. This would be 30 kilo above that. We're only in the second attempts.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Not sure if the judges are going to like the...
No.
It's a little untidy.
Ramping up the ties and no lockout. So
just two
yeah,
on
we
the
see
opposite
a
occasion.
bunch of lights appearing here.
It's no lift, no lift. We're into the third round. 262.5 kilos on the bar.
For people at home, if you support on the ties like this, which is also called ramping, you get blue lights. This is not allowed in IPF powerlifting. It is allowed in strongman though.
And there's a peek at the standings in terms of the totals after the second round of deadlifts. And we begin the third and final round of deadlifts and the final pulls of the day, where Garmez Parks of USVI will attempt 262.5 kilos to end off with a 652.5.
Bars loaded. 262.5 kilos. Parks, US Virgin
One more
Islands.
time, Garmez, come on man. The whole family of the USVI is here for him. Come on, brother. You got this. One more time, come on, come on.
Looks like he's done it.
Yes, he did.
3 white lights.
He's happy with that. Well done, man, well done.
Now, Jason Cavallo, Cap Verde.
Straight into 300 right now.
300 kilos being loaded for a Carvalho. And the weights are going to start getting heavy, Rob.
Absolutely, look at that, Ryan.
Small bro will be attempting 360 kilo,
100 kilos, Cavallo.
just shy of 800 pounds.
But first, Jason with 300. His deadlifts have been really strong so far. I really think he got this in him. Good luck, man. Yes.
Looks like he's had it.
And he gets it. He's really happy with that. That's lovely to see. Well done, man.
South Africa. Didn't get this last time. Second attempt of this weight, so South Africa, get behind him when he comes out for this one, if you don't mind.
And host nation South Africa is known Francois Maritz. 325 kilos, missed it on the second. Coming out for it, for his final lift of the day. If he gets it, he'll end off with an 875 kilo total.
Bars loaded, 325 kilos, Marit, South Africa.
I'm not sure if it's locked out.
No, I don't think so, sadly.
Came close.
Yeah,
Sorry, that is no lift. I don't
no
think
lockout for this one.
Soft knees, sorry. 340 on the bar now. Kalen Godoy, Belize, didn't get this on his last attempt. This is his second try at this weight.
And Kalen Godoy from Belize missed 340 in the second attempt and will be retaking this for his final pull. And I've just been told if Ben Wharton gets his final deadlift, that'll be
Bars loaded,
a
340
PR
kilos,
streak
Godoy,
of
Belize.
totals, 14 competitions in a row. And that is the biggest streak in IPF history. This is a note handed to me.
Can't see him.
Promising though. By the way, I don't
That's
think.
quite the streak.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think Kalen is coming. By the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not coming out.
But indeed, what you said, this is some impressive stuff.
It's possibly
Yeah.
the weirdest stat you've ever
If he
heard.
makes this,
14 meets in a row.
At the end of this round, if he pulls this, this will be the longest unbroken streak of PB totals in IPF history. I'm telling you. How does she know this stuff? Anyway, it doesn't look like Godoy is coming out for his 340.
I do like that Kalen didn't scratch on this and left the other competitors to get that 60 seconds of rest. We already have one individual who dropped out, and that's only 7 lifters. Very quick turnaround,
Absolutely.
especially for final pulls.
45 kilos.
this is what they call a code of lifters.
That's right. And
This is for
Olivier from Belgium, 345 kilos. Now, you thought maybe off for a little less. Let's see if he's overreaching.
If he can improve his grip compared to the second one, he will have this. He has pulled this easily, actually,
Not in competition, but in the gym.
in the gym. Yeah. But I know he's capable of this. Come on, Olivier. 890 total if he gets this. Come on, Olivier. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh, it was the grip again, wasn't it?
Sadly, it was the grip indeed, because the strength is there, as you can see. But nice try from Olivier. If I'm not mistaken, 2018 in Calgary, Eric Willis won with 900 kilo total in the minus 120. So he got awfully close to that with this lift.
He did. Yep. 2018, just, 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
And Smallborough now coming out to 347.5 kilos.
Went down from 360 to 347.5. That's probably a placeholder just.
No.
2-1, no lookout. Let's look at that replay again.
350 kilos, 350. The Ben Walton, Great Britain.
Yeah, soft knees. But now Ryan, last lift route in this class.
Yeah, and Ben Wharton attempting a 14 competition streak of personal best total.
IPF history. Of course you do. Bar is loaded. 350 kilos.
Can he keep the streak alive?
Great Britain.
And the whole hall is behind him. Come on, Ben.
Let's have it.
He said to that bar, "You're mine." Come on, man. Come on, come on. Oh no.
The streak comes to an end.
So near, but so far, unfortunately,
That is a shame.
That concludes the B group
And
120s.
that will conclude. Look at that, just couldn't get his shoulders back. Very close, came
Yeah.
out of his hands. And that will conclude the 105 and 120 Group B session. Make sure you tune back in later tonight. We will have the Group A of the 105s and 120s, where Coco Clement will do battle with Emil Norlin and Michael Davis in the 105s. And in the 120s, we have Lugo representing USA and two Canadians, where Eric Willis, former world champion, and Bryce Krawcheck, world record breaker in the deadlift, will battle it out for the 120 kilo throne. We'll see you later. Six Pack Lab Lab.
Rob S. Lens.
Bye-bye.